Welcome back to the Lilypad, my fitness frogs. I am Finflex Froggington, and I am absolutely hopping with excitement to see you today. Last time, we talked about crushing your recovery and keeping that cortisol in check. And as promised, today we are diving deep into the lily pond of nutrition. We are going to talk about macros, calories, and the exact wholesome fuel you need to power those massive gains and stay highly energized. Let's hop to it. Before we get into the science, I need to introduce you to my good buddy, Barnaby the bullfrog. Now, Barnaby loves the gym. He loves moving heavy iron, but Barnaby had a huge problem. Every single time Barnaby got under the squat bar, he'd hit a complete wall. He felt sluggish, tired, and honestly a little green around the gills, and not in a good way. He couldn't even leap a measly 5 feet in the air. Why? Because Barnaby was a dirty bulker. He thought that as long as he trained hard, he could fuel his body with deep-fried swamp flies, processed junk, and empty sugary energy drinks. He was running on absolute garbage. But I leaped into his kitchen and showed him the truth. You wouldn't put cheap, watered-down fuel into a high-performance sports car, would you? Your body is exactly the same. If you want to jump out of the gym, you need premium fuel. So let's break down the science. It all starts with energy, and in the nutrition world, we measure energy in calories. A calorie is simply a unit of energy. Your body is a brilliant machine that constantly uses this energy to keep you alive. Think of it like a giant scale. On one side, you have the calories you consume from food. On the other side, you have the calories you burn. This is the law of thermodynamics, my frogs. Energy balance dictates your weight. Your basal metabolic rate, or BMR, is the number of calories your body burns just existing, breathing, pumping blood, keeping those big red eyes blinking. That makes up the majority of your daily energy expenditure. Then you have the calories you burn from hopping around, lifting weights, and even the calories you burn just digesting your food. That last one is called the thermic effect of food, and it is a massive piece of the puzzle. To build the ultimate physique, we don't just look at calories. We look at where those calories come from. We divide our fuel into 3 major categories called macronutrients: protein, carbohydrates, and fats. Let's start with the undisputed king of the gym, protein. Protein is made up of tiny building blocks called amino acids. These are the literal bricks and mortar that build your muscles. When you are in the gym doing heavy squats, you are actually creating tiny micro tears in your muscle fibers. You are breaking the muscle down. It's the protein you eat that stitches those fibers back together bigger and stronger. This magical process is called muscle protein synthesis. Without enough protein, you are breaking down your muscles without giving them the tools to rebuild. You need wholesome sources like salmon, chicken, lentils, and tofu. Once Barnaby started getting enough protein, he instantly felt the difference. His muscles recovered faster, his soreness decreased, and his strength started to skyrocket. Protein is absolutely essential for those massive quad gains. Now let's talk about carbohydrates. Let me be very clear, carbs are not the enemy. Carbs are the rocket fuel that powers your most intense workouts. If you want to leap 15 feet in the air, you better be eating your carbs. When you eat complex carbohydrates, your body breaks them down into glucose. This glucose is then stored in your muscles and your liver as something called glycogen. Glycogen is your body's primary high-intensity energy tank. When you do a heavy set of squats or a massive sprint, your body calls upon that stored glycogen, violently breaking it down to produce ATP, which is the explosive energy your cells use to contract. If you don't have enough carbs, your glycogen stores run empty. That is exactly why Barnaby was crashing. He had no stored fuel to produce that explosive ATP energy. He was literally running on fumes. But we want to focus on complex carbs like sweet potatoes, oats, and quinoa. These digest slowly, giving you a steady, powerful stream of energy. Simple. Processed sugars will spike your blood sugar and leave you crashing hard. Your brain runs almost exclusively on glucose too. So if you want to stay sharp, focused, and motivated during your workout, you need those high-quality carbohydrates keeping your mental engine revved up. Once Barnaby switched his sugary energy drinks for a big bowl of oats, his focus was completely dialed in. He was an unstoppable force on the gym floor. Next up, we have the unsung heroes of nutrition, dietary fats. Now, don't let the name fool you. Eating healthy fats does not make you fat. In fact, healthy fats are absolutely crucial for your survival and performance. Fats are what make up the protective membrane around every single cell in your body. They are the structural foundation of your cellular health. Without them, your cells would literally fall apart. They also act as the ultimate joint lubrication. When you are lifting heavy and leaping all over the lily pad, you need your knees and elbows gliding smoothly. Healthy dietary fats keep those joints supple and pain-free. Fats are also the only way your body can absorb crucial fat-soluble vitamins, specifically vitamins A, D, E, and K. You could eat all the greens in the swamp, but without fats, you won't absorb these essential micronutrients. More importantly, fats are the building blocks for hormone regulation. If you want to keep your testosterone and growth hormone levels optimized for muscle growth, you need wholesome fats from avocados, nuts, and olive oil. Just make sure you avoid heavily processed trans fats. Those are the artificial junk found in fast food that clog up your engine and cause massive inflammation. Stick to the wholesome natural fats that nature provides. So how do we put all of this together without driving ourselves crazy? I know tracking every single calorie can feel overwhelming. That's why I want to teach you the Lilypad Plate Method. You don't need a calculator, you just need your own hand. For every meal, aim for one palm-sized portion of lean protein. This ensures your muscles are constantly supplied with those crucial amino acids for repair. Next, aim for one fist-sized portion of complex carbohydrates. This will top off your glycogen stores and give you that rocket fuel energy for your next massive gym session. Then add one thumb-sized portion of healthy fats. This will keep your hormones regulated, your joints lubricated, and help you absorb all the amazing vitamins from your food. Finally, fill the entire rest of your plate with vibrant, leafy greens and vegetables. This provides the fiber, water, and micronutrients your body needs to run like a perfectly tuned machine. When Barnaby started using the Lilypad Plate Method, he didn't have to stress about tracking numbers on his phone. He just focused on wholesome, balanced meals, and the results were absolutely incredible. He built a healthy relationship with food. Food is not a punishment, and it is not a reward. Food is fuel. It is the beautiful, natural energy that allows us to move, grow, and live our best amphibian lives. And of course, we cannot talk about nutrition without talking about hydration. You see this giant gallon jug? You need to be drinking water constantly. Water transports all these amazing nutrients into your cells. Water flushes out the metabolic waste produced during a heavy workout. It keeps your amphibian skin smooth, your joints hydrated, and your muscles full and pumped. Drink up, my frogs. Look at Barnaby now. By eating wholesome protein, complex carbs, and healthy fats, he is dominating his workouts. He is squatting heavier, jumping higher, and feeling more alive than ever before. And you can do it too. It's all about consistency, not perfection. If you slip up and eat a deep-fried fly, don't beat yourself up. Just get right back on the lily pad with your next meal and keep moving forward. You have the power to build the body of your dreams. Every single meal is an opportunity to fuel your greatness. Be patient, be consistent, and trust the science. I am so proud of you for showing up today and learning how to fuel your machine. But remember, nutrition is only one part of the puzzle. You also need to keep those muscles long, flexible, and injury-free. In the next episode, we are going to dive deep into mobility, stretching, and how to bulletproof your joints so you can keep lifting heavy for the rest of your life. You won't want to miss it. Until then, remember to fuel up, keep smiling, and as always, ribbit and rip it. Keep hopping to it, my fitness frogs, and I will see you in the next episode.